Aquarius, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is not going to resonate for all Aquarians. If it does resonate for you, however, feel free to like and even subscribe if you're digging the vibe. This is a love reading, and we're going to be, those of you who have subscribed already, by the way, commented, liked, shared, donated, personal readings, all the things, even just viewed these videos. If you're listening right now, thank you. I really appreciate every single one of you for your contribution and support. I am genuinely and I'm aware of the fact that I am literally nothing without my viewers, okay? So thank you so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. You in particular, Aquarians, have been, since day one of my starting this channel, have always been so good to me. Supportive since day one. So thank you so much. I love you so much. Let's get at your love life. Speaking of love, this is going to be looking at your energy, the energy the person you have in mind brings, and then as well a potential outcome and an overall energy. Anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. Just whoever you have on that sweet little aqua brain of yours. Let's get at your love life. Anything you need to know about me you can find on my website, or there are some things in the about section of my channel. You can find the link in the description box below, or on the, whatever. What's going on, babies? Also, you can book personal readings there now on my website. So we have the Three of Swords, you on their mind, and then the Ace of Cups. So I feel like you're going through something, but I don't feel like it has anything to do with this relationship. If I'm being honest with you, so let's get at it. I feel like you're going through some sort of just really, the Creator likes to work on us. This Eight of Swords here is about fighting what we know, is what I always come up with on this Eight of Swords. It's about not trusting your own thoughts, ideas, innovations. And not really, you know, our body, our spirit becomes very dull. It becomes very down, kind of Eeyore is what I'm getting, right? When we're not pursuing the things that it's calling us to, because it has a job here and it knows it and it wants to do it. Weird messages coming in a weird way. I mean, these are all things that I know, but it's coming through very strangely right now. And so I feel, that's what I feel like right now, is that you're just down in the dumps, kind of looking around going, you know what? I've done so much work on myself, work on this, work on that. And why is this not moving forward? And the reason why it's not moving forward is because you're not actually trusting yourself to do the things you're actually being called to. It's like you can, you know, the Creator could let you succeed in whatever you're kind of sort of what's the word I'm looking for here? Pursuing. But I feel like what it's saying is that you're not taking control and really getting your worth, really understanding what you're being called to, really going for it. It's almost like you're kind of dipping your toe in, and which I think is always important. Dip your toe in, make sure it's not boiling hot or freezing cold, right? But then it's like at that point when you realize the temperature's fine, jump in, go for it, whatever it is. You need to trust yourself. Whatever's coming through you, don't ask people around you either. That'll get you locked in your head for months, weeks, years, my entire lifetime. Okay, so when people are not aligned directly with what you're being called to, they're not going to understand what you're being called to, and that's okay. They don't have to. The only person that needs to is you. So just always, don't listen to me either, by the way. Listen to you. I want you to listen to your inner voice and really trust it. The Eight of Swords is somebody's human not trusting their spirit. That's what I get on the Eight of Swords anyways. And it's about you, what you know, what people have told you, what you've learned here in the human plane. Doubting what's coming through your brain that you didn't learn on the human plane, and that's called a psychic download. So it's about your spirit is always right, by the way. It takes our human quite a while to get on board with it sometimes, but always trust it. And again, you don't need to act on it every time. You'll discern that. You have good discernment. But know that you're right. But know what's coming through you is valid, okay? I love you so much. Weird stuff. You becoming the ruler of your own world. I do feel like you've been rejecting love, and I feel like it's because you're working on a broken heart from a past love. I do feel like you have good love coming in. Could be another Aquarius, it could be a fixed sign or an Aries as well. But again, I don't feel like you're necessarily looking for love, because I think you know in your heart that little guy has to be healed up before you can go working on a connection. I feel like what is going on with you is that you're not focused on love. I don't even know if that broken heart is from love. It could be. It could be from a number of things, love being one of them. But I really feel like it's because you've done diligent work in many areas of your life and you've not seen much result. I feel like the results are coming. I feel like you've stuck to whatever it is anyways. I do feel like you're not going fully for something, but in any case, it's all coming. The wheel of fortune is here, so it's going to shift in your favor. It's going to feel like where things were being resistant, it's almost like you haven't gone full force because it's been resistant when you try to go towards whatever it is you're feeling called to. You feel like there's like a little wall there. That wall's coming down with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? The floodgates are opening, it's time. Like, it's okay to now go for it. Again, once this Wheel of Fortune shifts, you're going to have all these opportunities, all this... the resistance is gone, obstacles removed, right? But you have to go for it. I love you so much. Let's see what else we got here. I do feel like you're coming into a space of really understanding that everything and everyone around you does dictate where you go or where you feel like you are. It dictates your now, okay? So it's very important to have good people, good connections in your life, and really release anything that isn't serving you, anything that is holding you back, making you feel like doubting yourself, things like that. Wow, that's a lot of stuff coming through. The Eight of Swords, it is a painful energy. That's not what was on top, though. It was the Seven of Pentacles. What was it? I've been talking for so long, you guys. We're going to do it like that, because I have no idea. We should just put that... Again, I think both of these are an analysis situation. I think you're analyzing all of the investments you've made, and I want you to also understand on that Seven of Pentacles, I get divine timing, right? It will come when it's time. All the things, all the fruits for your labors, they're coming. I can feel them coming, right? But it is about not any investment, you know, no matter if the outcome you were hoping for comes or not, the investment is never for naught. And I know that's easier said than done and easier to hear or say than hear. But you're always investing into yourself. You're always learning. You're always growing. You're never pouring into nothing. When you're pouring into things that don't turn out, you've learned something from every situation that you've ever come into. I do feel like that you've been through a lot of situations that you poured a lot into and didn't get any noticeable outcome from that other thing, the person, the job, the project. But all of your payouts are coming. But regardless of if you can see it or not now, all of those things actually poured fully into you. It was you pouring into your experience cup, okay? We have cups and you have an experience cup. You were literally just, every single one of those you were pouring in. You have a full experience cup and you're ready to rock now, okay? Weird message. The Three of Swords is, it's about just a painful space of time, okay? About needing to do some healing. I almost feel like I never get this. I'm just going to tell you, I don't do third party shit. That's not my business. I'm nobody's stepmommy. I'm literally just here to try to get you to understand how magical and powerful you are. But what I'm getting is that there was infidelity in your past relationship and it still hurts. I'm just going to tell you that. And because why it hurts is because we always take it on as I wasn't good enough, and if this isn't infidelity, this part of the message isn't for you, that doesn't mean there's not going to be messages in here for you. This is for somebody who did have somebody cheat on them, you're feeling like it was something you've done wrong, something you didn't, invest in yourself enough, you didn't do this right. No, the person wasn't right for you. Nobody is going to cheat on you that is for you. So it is about knowing that, unless you guys have an open relationship or whatever, that's what you guys decide to do. That's not my business either. But if you were in a commitment and somebody cheated on you, that has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. And I know it feels like, but still, even though people say that, why did they do it if I was good enough? It wasn't that you weren't good enough. It was that you weren't for them and they're not for you, right? So it's like, we don't have to take that personally. It's about, but when we learn to love ourselves, then we can actually decipher who is and isn't for us. And we can no longer jump into connections that aren't for us. We can still, but we won't usually, so that we won't be getting those broken hearts any longer. And I feel like you've done a lot of investing into yourself and working on yourself. It's about trusting yourself and your own discernment. And then once you get to know who you are, once you start coming from a very authentic space, you only attract what's truly for you. And you'll get to know that too. It's a process. We get to know ourselves over time. Shit, I'm 39 years old and I'm still finding things out about me, okay? So let alone about who's for me and who's not for me, right? Like, I barely know who I am, let alone who they are. So it's a process that we're all going through, but what I want you to know is it's never because of you, because you're not good enough, because you did this wrong. It's always because you were just with the wrong person, not because you did something wrong. Okay. I feel like you got another Aquarius coming in for you, which would be my recommendation. Aquarius is my favorite sign. I'm not an Aquarius, but I just really adore Aquarians. If you want like a very clear, what's the right word, intention. Like, you'll never find a hidden intention or a hidden agenda in an Aquarius. That is one of my absolute favorite things about you guys. So even sometimes myself, I'm like, I have to check myself. I will sit myself down. Melissa, do you have a hidden agenda here? Is there something you're hoping for other than, and so with an Aquarius, you don't ever have to sit an Aquarius down and find out about their hidden agenda. They have none, ever. There's never a hidden agenda in an Aquarian. So I recommend it. Otherwise, they just have you on their mind. They're doing some healing. They're definitely in a space of that, just that serene, I'm getting like, they have done all of this work, whoever they are, and that they've healed themselves. They're coming into their own authentic space. This is like as authentic as it gets, the person that you're coming into connection with. Again, that's why the star card represents Aquarius, I think. I don't know why, but because it's true authenticity. It's about having shed all the layers, or never even having the layers of the conditioning of what the world expects of us, and just really coming from what feels good. That's the star card to me. The Ace of Cups is an opportunity where opportunity has been lost, where there was no opportunity. Maybe you've been single for a long time because you haven't healed from this broken heart, and you think you're just single because you can't, you're not attracting people, whatever it is. No, it's about the Creator hands us opportunities like that. You can go 5 years, for instance, I've been single for 7, and I always say to people, and I've had downloads about this recently, I'm always like, yeah, I've stayed single for 7 years, I've avoided bad, unhealthy relationships. The Creator's like, sweet love, I love you so much. But the truth is, I haven't handed you the love because you've been working on yourself, and it's an opportunity that is or isn't there. Of course, I just don't think that, I think the opportunity, the Ace of Cups is when there's been no opportunity, and the blockages, there were blockages, and the blockages are clear now. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Interesting stuff. I'm going to take that because it came out so smooth, and I'm really feeling this energy on you really coming into a freaking space of stress. Baby, baby, baby. I do think you're in your head a little too much right now. I think you have a lot of options. Maybe that's why you're in your head so much, but I think you're kind of trying to come to a space of really letting your heart do some of the talking. Your heart is broken though, so it's okay that you just wait and don't do anything as far as love is concerned, okay? Until that sweet little heart of yours is healed up. I do feel like there is an emphasis on work, and I feel like you've almost invested, into things that haven't invested back into you yet. The Creator says, I always pay those things out, right? Like if you're doing anything in your life, I don't care what area, love, self-love, love comes from self-love, by the way. So the first step to finding true love is truly finding, figuring out how to love yourself. Learning who you are, learning all the weird, quirky things about you, all the freak flag, I like to say, fly your freak flag, all the things about you that you probably were embarrassed of or ashamed yourself for, and you never really let the whole world see. Those are the youest things. Okay, those are how your counterpart, the person that you're going to spend your time with, the rest of your time with, is going to find you, is by those quirky little weird things. Is like, we are all gifted with some very strange, I always like to tell people, it's like when a mom puts on like bright orange or bright lime green shorts or a swimming suit on their child at the public water park, public pool, whatever it is, so they can see their child. The Creator has given us all these little strange, little quirky things about us that our soul tribe, our counterparts, our love, our soulmates will recognize us by. Now, if we have buried all of those quirks, all of those things from our spirit that with our ego, then the people that we are supposed to be in contact with are cannot find us. Okay, weird message. Okay, I love you so much, and I do feel like this Temperance card is you allowing that sort of that egotistical blockage is what I like to call it. It's a fear of not being, of just the way you truly are, not being good enough for the world, right? F the world, first of all. The only people that matter, the people that mind don't matter, and the people that matter don't mind. That is a real thing, because it's like the people that are meant for you, the people that are going to fulfill you truly. I mean, you need to fulfill yourself, but the people that are going to come in and add to your life instead of take away from it are the people that are going to be attracted to the weird, quirky little things that you've been suppressing because you thought they were weird and quirky. Okay? This is weird messages. I like you. I really like you. I love you so much. You are the most amazing sign. And again, I don't know if, if everybody gets to see it, because I get to see beyond like what people show. So I think sometimes Aquarians do hold themselves back because they feel like they're beating to their own drum or whatever. But that's what makes you you, and that's actually what you've been gifted with, is this sort of ability to be completely different. Which, wow, it's such a powerful thing, right? In a world where everybody tries to, I'm watching like rows of ants, okay, where everybody tries to fit the mold. You were built to not, and I love it. I do feel like your person, I don't feel like you are in connection with this person yet. I feel like you're still letting go of somebody. I feel like they're walking away from people, places, and things that have hurt them, that, you know, just weren't right for them, I should say. Because the truth is, again, it's just not right for us. It's like your left foot getting upset with your right shoe for not fitting it. It's like, no, it's just the wrong shoe. There are other shoes that will fit it, right? It's just that if we can really stop taking personally when things aren't for us, because they're absolutely not to do with anything to do with us. It's, again, people are literally built for each other, okay, by the spirit. And when we run into a bunch of karmic situations that were meant to grow us, and we take on, instead of taking the lesson with us, we take on the idea that we somehow didn't make it again, we weren't good enough again. No, it was there for a lesson, and that was it. We couldn't have made that work if we wanted to, because it wasn't the one God had for us, the one the Creator had for us, the one we were spiritually connected to, the one we were connected to by the Spirit. Our higher selves are already little homies, whatever you want to call it. So anyways, the person coming in for you is going through their own process of healing with the Four of Swords here. They have the Star card, the Sun card. They could be famous, by the way. Those two together, if in the same energy, even if they're just in the same reading, it screams fame or highlight. You know, fame is pretty common now, okay? Because like famous can mean anything at this point. It doesn't mean they have to be like a Hollywood actor, okay? It just means that whoever they are, they're well known and they're well respected wherever they are. And they're walking away from people, places, and things that are likely even using that sort of charismatic personality of theirs to help themselves, but not to help your person, okay? So your person is taking their power back, healing themselves, and getting ready for you. And I think you're doing the exact same thing with the Temperance card, is about healing all of that mindset. Really understanding that, again, if we take every single thing that goes wrong in our life personal, we'll never make it to the sunshine, okay? It's about knowing that they're all lessons. We get to let go, release, just release whatever wasn't for us, whatever made us feel bad, whatever made us feel like we weren't good enough. Release it. It's okay. It's not ours. It was a lesson for us, and the Creator's way of getting us to find our own worth, start to believe ourselves more, really understand that we are powerful beings, that we all have a purpose here that we're being called to, okay? Wow, a lot of stuff. The Ace of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Devil card. Well, what the hell? Don't date this fool. They're famous, but they're an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. I just feel like this is saying, if you guys were to meet today and come into connection now, I like to say this because this is why divine time is so imperative. If we were to come into connection while they are still unhealed and in the midst of this healing, walking away from people, places, and things that hurt them, and you still have that broken heart, we're going to come in defensive. We're going to come in with this desire to doubt ourselves, to doubt each other, to really carry the weight of the world. The Ten of Wands really means to me just really caring what others think. It's almost like you can't even focus on the connection, the true, genuine connection that you have, because you're so focused on external things. So until you're both really in a space of getting that, the only person that you need to appease is yourself, and heal up anything that, you know, any misperception that you somehow weren't good enough in these other things, in these other connections, in your jobs, whatever it was that didn't work out. That was not a mistake. That was a lesson. That was the Creator teaching you about all of the things that you're capable of, and about all the things you're worthy of. And also, the Creator is waiting for you to make decisions that are best for you. Like, the Creator wants you to walk away from a job that isn't treating you well. The Creator doesn't want you to wait until you get fired, okay? Weird messages. The Creator doesn't want you to wait for somebody to break up with you if they're not treating you well. The Creator wants you to walk away because you deserve better. And that's when the Creator hands a connection that really will work out. Right now, I feel like you guys are both going through, it's just not time yet. The timing is not right. And that is why we're waiting on divine timing, okay? Again, you'll end up hurting each other if you come into connection now. It is an opportunity that's coming, a truly fulfilling opportunity, but it is about waiting until doing the diligent, not waiting. Don't sit idly by. Do whatever comes up, to whatever you're called to. You know, if it's a day in bed to cry it out. I know not everybody cries like me, but if you need a day down or even a week down in the dumps where you just feel like poo and you cry, or you lay in bed and you just feel ishy and owie, believe it or not, that feeling, ishy and owie, is healing you. That is what healing feels like. It hurts, okay? But what's wonderful about going through that week is that you got that out of the way, you've healed from it, and you can actually move on now. If you suppress that and you're like, no, I don't want to feel this right now. No, I don't want to feel this right now. That will keep that pain inside of you. It'll always need to come to the surface to be healed. Wow, this is a lot of information. I just want to say to you guys that the love department, I think you're not even focused on it right now, because I think you know your little heart needs to do some more mending. And more importantly than healing from anything else, it's about really just getting to a space of getting how wonderfully magical you are, how much power you truly have. And now with the age of Aquarius, it's go time for you. You know what I mean? It's like all those things that you maybe have suppressed, those big ideas that you thought, nah, that's too strange. Now's the time for those strange things, okay? Because the world is listening now. And people are waking up to your brilliance is really what's going on. It says, give your relationship a chance. No, not the last relationship. Okay, I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. But I feel like it's just saying that give love another chance. You know, not right now. You do want to heal up first. And it's just like, maybe this person, maybe this is the old person that you're holding on to. Maybe they're coming back for you. But regardless of who's coming in for you, you loving, trusting, and knowing yourself is imperative if you want it to be a healthy, loving, lasting relationship, okay? We'll get a Power of Love card, because I didn't love that. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Don't compromise. These cards suck. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, if it's true love, but never compromise any of your own inner knowings for anyone else's. It's about knowing that your inner knowings will align with those you're meant to be connected with. So if your inner knowings aren't aligning with people, it's likely that you don't have to hate those people. You don't even have to cut those people out of your life unless they're actually weighing you down, unless they're actually making you doubt yourself. But it's about knowing that the people that are your soul tribe, the people you're meant to spend your time with, them, you know, build your business with, do this with, work on projects with, those people will align with your inner knowings, not the things you've learned on the exterior, but the things that you know from within. Wisdom is information that comes through you. That's why you guys are the wisest sign in the bunch, right? Because you get this information that you didn't learn from other people. You were just downloaded that without asking for it. Again, the most intelligent sign out there, because the wisdom that comes through you, it's not that you guys are more educated, you go out and educate yourselves more, it's that you get more information downloaded through you. And you need to trust that, because what's the information is, it's not useful information if you don't use it, right? If you don't trust it. I love you so much. I will see you guys soon. Mwah.